Go, go, go where you want. Go, go, or go where you need.
Hello, survivors, and welcome to Conan Exiles Gaming. One Way here with another Conan Exiles beginner's tutorial. This is episode 2, part 2, whatever you want to call it, and we are getting ready now to dive into more of that journey. We will take a quick look here at our journey. We see we are into chapter 2. We have a whole bunch of things we need to work on here today, and we're going to work on that, starting with finding shelter. We've already kind of done the build a home piece of it, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or is that down here? No, create a home. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to create a home. We're going to store goods. We're going to scout an exile camp. We're going to make ourselves a torch. We're going to do the heavy finisher and then find shelter, filling meal, that kind of stuff there. We're going to do all of that. Very important to get into these chapters and this journey. This is the way you're going to level up your character as quickly as possible, right? We talked about leveling up and things like that. You can see here we are at a level 7, top left, right hand side of the screen, level 7. We have 5 available points if we want to spend those. We're not going to spend them right now. We've already spent points as it is on some stuff here. So we're going to go ahead. There's my little piece of foundation. I went ahead and did the grindy parts already of like chopping at rocks. I don't think you guys want to watch me do that. And in the interest of being a tutorial, I'm going to kind of cut all of that stuff out. You don't need to see me chop trees and chop rocks and pick away at rocks. I'm going to kind of do that stuff off camera. I've already gone ahead and built some foundations, and now we're going to build ourselves a little bit of a home here, and we're going to complete 2 journeys by doing that. 2 journey pieces by doing that, and being that create a home and then find shelter. I'm just going to make it nice and simple, a little rectangle here quickly, and we're going to put up our face, and it doesn't matter which way you face these. I mean, for the interest of aesthetics, you want the outer face facing the outer face, right? With that wood part on the inside, giving it a nice kind of look, if that were the case. There we go. We gained a level in doing that. Looks like we're going to need some more pieces, so we're definitely going to have to build some stuff here. We've created a home, so we've completed that 1 journey step. Now let's go ahead and here into the crafting menu. So that's that middle touchpad on the PS4, and we have about 17 rocks here. We have plenty of wood, so we're definitely going to go chop some rocks either way. So you guys are going to take a little bit of a walk with me as we discuss and go beat up some rocks. This is, like I said, the part of the game. Like, if you want to watch me do this kind of stuff, I do live stream. I try to live stream once a week on Tuesdays, Tuesday nights, if at all possible. It's one of those things where I work a full-time job and the schedule's hard to kind of maintain that. But I try to do it, and this is where I kind of go through. You'll see me do every aspect of the game. I just kind of run around rambling, interacting with you guys, communicating with you guys, talking, chatting, and playing a little Conan. I have my own full server. If you were interested in joining that, come drop in on a live stream. Hit the little bell, subscribe to the channel, and know when I am up and live, and you can kind of jump on it and see the private server that I have opened up, and I have plenty of slots available for players to kind of come in and join me. It's a full PvE type server. It's pure harvest, so it's like 10 times harvest, and you get these rocks and stuff a lot faster. It's for those who like to build more than anything else. Like, I like going through the journey steps, and I like the fighting of the monsters and everything else and the creatures, but for me it's more about the building than anything else, and that's kind of what makes it fun for me. So we're gonna go ahead and craft up. I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those, if I've counted that properly. I don't know, but what we're gonna do is we're going to grab them. We're gonna drop that in there. I'm gonna drop that in there. I'm gonna make my door on that side there, so I'll do this and then that, and that should be enough. I counted that out perfectly. And then the doorway right there. Let's go craft ourselves a door now. I should have enough wood for that. And twine, we have just enough. So plenty there. We're going to go ahead and do that. And now we're going to drop our door in here as well. Where's our door? There it goes. L1. Pick the spot in the wheel that you want to go to with the right stick. Hit the X, and it gets it loaded in there for you. And you just plop it in by placing what you want and hitting R1. And that puts it in. So now we've got our walls and our door up here. I got a few ceiling pieces. Not quite enough to cover the whole thing, but just enough to, I think, get myself that shelter journey piece as well, which is the next thing that we have to kind of get done here. And this is just, again, just for the purposes of doing what we need to do. I'm not going to stay here. There we go. Find shelter. I gained a level again. Time to go ahead and drop those attribute points in. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Again, because I'm going to be doing a lot of building here and not so much fighting, we're going to be dumping a lot of these points into encumbrance. Your cost for it goes up as you increase it. So I'm at a level 7 on encumbrance now. I can carry up to 119, and the cost is 2 now to upgrade that any further. We'll put a few into strength as well because we are going to fight some monsters on the way, and we're going to be done with that. So now we're going to get into nighttime here. We're going to go ahead ourselves and make ourselves a torch, an improvised torch. We just need branches and fiber, which we have. Go ahead and craft that up. We're going to use that torch now, and easy way to do that: make it, drop it in your wheel, go ahead and select it, and there we go. We got a torch. Now we've completed that journey step. So use a torch, and now we can see that since I started this game with you, since I started this episode with you guys a few minutes ago, we're at level 9. We leveled up 2 more times, and that's all because we did a couple of journey steps, right? That's all it really takes. It's not very difficult at all to level up if you follow that journey. It's the best way to do it. Kill everything in your path and complete your journey steps, and you will be fine as far as leveling up goes. I can get to level 60 in about, I don't know, 8 hours or so of gameplay, and that's if I'm on like one-time harvest, and that's it. Like I can really kind of grind it out and do it in about 8 hours or so. Doesn't take long to get there. And again, for me, it's one of those things where it's like I'd rather build anyway, so I'm okay with getting up to level 60 as fast as possible. It is a grind. You have to put a lot of hard work into it, but you can definitely get there if you wanted to. So now let's go take a little bit of a walk here. It is dark out, so it's harder to see for sure. And we're going to want to build ourselves a campfire because we want to complete another piece of our journey. So let's go ahead and craft that up. Or can I craft that up? Do I not have enough stone to craft that up? Or what is the deal? It says I can craft 3 of them up. Can I not craft it because I'm holding a torch? That is awkward. There it goes. Maybe because I was holding a torch. That's a little weird. Didn't know that was a thing, but we learned together, right? Parts of doing the tutorial. So we'll put the fire on the outside of the little hut here, because when we put some fuel in there for ourselves, some wood, I think we'll throw some branches in there to kind of get it fired up. We can do that. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this in here. Show you guys something quick. We're going to need later on anyway, and not right away, but we're going to definitely need it down the road. Is making gruel. So gruel is a very basic, low-level type of food. Thin, full, foul-smelling gruel. So you're going to use this if you're like in an emergency and you need food like ASAP, right? If you're starving and you don't have anything left, I mean, we're eating insects and we're getting low there as far as our food goes. And now I'm out of insects and I haven't even gotten halfway. You can go ahead and eat this stuff. Not the greatest, but you can eat one. And you'll eat it and you'll be okay, and it'll actually help you regenerate some health as well, but you can eat it, and it's very low level, doesn't give you much, but like I said, if you're starving, it's kind of a good way to do it. So it's just seeds and plant fiber. That's all it takes, but you're going to use gruel a lot when you're doing thralls. So when you're trying to break a thrall or get a slave or whatever, and you put them into the Wheel of Pain, which we'll discuss further down the road, gruel is kind of the food that you're going to give to them when you need it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this into my wheel because we're going to kind of use that. Our next thing we got to do is going to go find more fiber. It's kind of dark out here now, so we're going to have to use our torch. We're going to have to find more plant fiber. We're going to have to make some twine and stuff. We're going to have to make ourselves a little chest to be able to build our chest and use that and get that store goods journey done as well. So I'm going to go ahead and find some plant fibers. I'll go ahead and get that going, and I will get back to you guys when I finally completed finding the stuff that I need. Alright, so we're back. We're going to go ahead and craft up our storage box there, our wood storage box. And you can see it's already daytime outside now. The daylight has come up. Oh, and there's a little bit of a critter there running around. We did quite a bit of grinding just to find the pieces that we need. I had to go for a little bit of a run, which is fine. It's part of the game. Got to do it. It's the grind, as they call it. For those of you who play survival games like I do, you kind of know that's the deal. 7 Days to Die, Ark. It's just some parts of it are very grindy to get things going. So now we're going to go ahead and drop some stuff in there. Some of the pieces that we have that we don't really need so much of. And we're going to store goods and get that journey step complete as well. So that's very nice. And that is done. And we're halfway there on Chapter 2 is what it looks like. So we got to eat a filling meal, perform a heavy finisher with a weapon, Scout and Exile Camp. There's one right down below us. And then block an attack, which we're going to probably need a shield for to block the attack. So we're going to have to go ahead and make one of those as well. And the finisher and then getting the meal, the filling meal, should be kind of a one kind of all-in-one deal, because we have to kill ourselves one of those big turtle-looking things. I can use a finisher to do that, and then cut the meat up off of it, and cook the meat, not burn the meat, burn the meat. Cook the meat, and then we will be able to complete that journey step once we eat the cooked meat. So let's see. We scouted an Exile Camp because it's right there where the bonfire is. Whoa! And then there's somebody there who's looking for us. They want to fight. So let's go ahead and take on the Shemite Exile. Hit her a couple times. Hit her with the finisher. Boom. Another level. And we've got the finisher as well. Perform a heavy finisher. That was R1, R1, and then R2. I kind of finishes that off. And quite well done. Is she rolling down the hill? She is rolling down the hill. She probably has some stuff on her. We might want to check her corpse. If it stops. Can we get anything off of her corpse? We can. She has some wood. We'll take the wood. We're going to have to open up the whole body. Okay. We just want the wood. We don't care about the torn parchment with crazy scribblings. We don't care. We're crazy enough as it is ourselves. We're out here trying to survive, and we're going to get some water too. So let's go ahead and make a run down to the water here while we're down here. We definitely got to eat more food. As you can see, our food levels are dropping down. But now we've got that. We finished. We got that heavy finisher. We didn't get the animal that we needed to get. You can drink by going right up to the water and hitting the square key, the square button, and then if you hold down the L1 key and then you hit the right stick up to your water skin while you're in the water, you will fill that up. Take a look at it. It fills up, so that you have kind of you're full on the drink, and then you have a full water skin to drink while you're away from the water as well. We're gonna have to go find one of these guys here. I don't know if you can get meat off of the babies. We're gonna go ahead and try, only because we want to finish that. I'm not a savage. I would never kill a baby in real life, but you know, in the interest of the tutorial and playing the game and surviving, I guess it's kind of what you got to do, right? It's easy pickings. I actually only got hide and bone out of that, so we're gonna have to get one of the bigger ones for sure. I don't know where he went. He was kind of roaming around up by our camp, and now he's gone, and I'm not sure where he is. I'm gonna find him, and I'll bring it back into you guys again. All right, guys. Also, by the way, you can come get these eggs from the nest. If the big adult turtle-looking thing is not around, you can grab these eggs here, and you can eat them raw, I believe. I don't know if they give you food poisoning for doing so, but let's go ahead and eat one. And oop, nope, that's not what we wanted. Let's eat one and see what happens. We are regenerating, and it's not considered a filling meal by any stretch of the imagination, but at least you can eat that without getting food poisoning. You can cook them later on in the game, and you can cook them with meat as well. I don't know where that big adult went. We're going to have to continue looking to see if we can find it. But yeah, you can eat eggs. You can eat them raw. And again, like I said, later on in the game, once you've leveled up enough to learn the stove, you can go ahead and cook those eggs along with some meat as well to make some pretty tasty meals, if that's what you want to call them. I do not know where this adult went. I'm going to continue looking, and I'll get back into you guys soon. Alright guys, we're back. You saw that. I just got a crocodile head and filled another journey piece by beating up that crocodile. I was kind of off camera when I did it, so I wasn't prepared, but we did get a head, which is in chapter 3. And even though the chapter is not open or exposed, I can still complete journey pieces of that if I happen to come across them and do them. And I did. I actually killed that alligator, and while I was chopping him up, I got a head, and that's part of, like I said, your journeys. Really easy. Just hit him with the axe, and that was kind of the deal there. I had to go quite a bit of ways away to get some feral fresh there. I couldn't find one of those guys, and now he's roaming around down here. As a matter of fact, there's a second one. Didn't see them on the way down here, but whatever. We got what we need. We're going to go cook up our meat now. Hopefully we have enough wood to do so. We do. We have plenty of wood. We can go ahead and do that. And we're going to complete some more of our journey steps and things like that. Equip a piece of light armor. That's going to be kind of like a tough one here for us to do. In this one, as we're going to have to make a bench in order to do that, which is fine. It's not a terrible thing. We can get it done if we need to. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw the meat in here. We're going to fire that up, throw the wood, the meat in, and then you hit the L2 button that turns on and makes the fuel kind of burn through. You can see it there at the top, kind of burning through the wood. The wood burns rather quickly, so you're probably not the best fuel there is. Better fuel is coal if you can find it, and then even better that is fish oil, and that's much later on in the game. Well, not much later on, but later on down the road. So now we've got our fuel fresh, and we're going to take that into our inventory. We're going to head and eat that, and that'll give us a level, and it'll also give us a piece of that journey, which is eating a filling meal. Let's go take a look at our journey here, and we can see now that we are pretty much most of the way done. All we have to do is block and attack, and I think we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll take ourselves off camera to make the shield. I will go fight something to block and attack, and we will get that done, and I'll catch you on the flip side of that. Alright guys, I'm back, and you can see I got my shield here. I'm all ready to go. As part of running around and getting the material that I needed, I did have to be able to level up. I had some attribute points that I needed to put into here, and I did that, and then by doing so I got my encumbrance up to a level 10, which gives me 140 carry weight. But one of the more important things is that's actually getting up to that little yellow, or the little circle there is part of a journey step, believe it or not, and it's kind of way down, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it is a journey step in earning a perk, and which one was it? I'm not really sure. I forget where it is. I think it's this one down here. Yep, there it is. It's earn a perk. It doesn't have a little icon on it, but that's chapter 4, and just by going ahead and leveling up one of my attributes there, I was able to get the journey perk. And again, you kind of run across these things as you're just doing stuff. Just continue to do stuff. Do as much as you possibly can in the game. Continue building, continue crafting, continue killing, and you will see good results out of all of that as far as your journey stuff goes. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to fulfill this last piece of our chapter 2, and that's going to kind of wrap it up here for us in the game. I'm going to go ahead and do this block thing. I'm going to run away. We're going to take a look at a couple of things quickly before we wrap up the video. I kind of want your guys' opinion and take on stuff in the comments below. You can kind of let me know about your thoughts on what some of the perks should be. And yeah, we're gonna try to find somebody to fight here. Shouldn't be anybody too far away. I think there's somebody right over here on this island, if I'm not mistaken, that we can kind of tangle with. Yep, there they are. And of course I have no stamina. Here comes the Zamora fighter. We're gonna go ahead and get out of the way. We're gonna stand here with the shield up, and boom, we gained a level. We block the attack, and that is chapter 2 of the journey done completely. We're going to go for a little swim here. We'll drink while we're in the water, and eat a little gruel. We'll head back up to our base, and we will talk some more when we get there. Alright guys, so we're back in the confines and the protection of our little hut here, a little shack out in the middle of nowhere near the shattered bridge, and just a couple of more things to talk about. As we look at this here, we have another level, so we have more attribute points. Like I said, just keep dumping stuff into this. My goal is always encumbrance at first, at the beginning of the game. There are ways of resetting all of this, and we'll talk about that in a later video, and kind of going and changing the look of your character and the skill set of your character when you need to. Add a little more agility, add a little vitality, and we're going to add a little grit as well. All of these pieces do add up. If you look at your stats, you will see these numbers start to go up little by little. You'll gain bonus stamina from grit, things like that. And important pieces, just do all of it. Build a character the way you want to build them, and you'll have good things. Going back in here to feats quickly, just wanted to kind of show you where we're at in the weapons tree. We went ahead and got the defender, which gives us the wood shield, the bone shield, and another shell shield to put together your shield. One of the ones I do like is the skirmisher, because you get the stone daggers. These are great little starting weapons if you want to at the beginning of the game. Also doing the bruiser is another big one, because you get the stone maul, but more importantly you get the stone pike. I believe that the stone pike and the daggers combined are probably the two of the best early game weapons that you can possibly have for your character. We'll need some twine to make these, and then we will need we can make one of those right now, and I don't understand why this is giving me such a hard time all the time. In crafting, we're getting a little bit of a glitch when we try to do it. I'll have to go out and come back in, which is fine. But this stone pike is a very effective weapon, especially if you're fighting like creatures, right? If you're fighting the creatures, I don't tend to like the sword so much, and I'm going to show you why quickly. Not going to go fight anything at this moment because we're going to wrap this up. But the length of this is absolutely amazing, and just kind of jabbing away at this, using the heavy attack on this on an alligator. You know, kind of hit him twice, bam, bam, and then you roll. You get away from him. He does his little snap move, and then you kind of walk around, get your stamina back, and then you rip him, jab, jab, and then roll again. Walk around, let him kind of come after you, and you'll get your stamina back up. Great way to fight. I'll show you that in theory in the next video. You guys tell me, what is your favorite early game weapon? I like this one, and like I said, I like the stone daggers. The stone daggers are nice because they're quick weapons. You can kind of slice and dice type of deal, you know, but this guy here is kind of quick too. Boom, stab, and then roll and get out of the way, and it gives you some length. You get some distance between you and your enemy. Great piece there. But thank you guys for stopping by and checking this out with me. Leave a like for the video. If you're liking this, please let me know. If you have any thoughts or ideas that you want to see in these videos, let me know that down below. As long as, like I said, your favorite weapon in the game to start if you are playing Conan. And any suggestions you might have, or any ideas or best practices that you use in this game, let us know. Let the community know what you guys do and what you try when you're playing this game. Anyway, I will see you around the channel, and bye-bye now.